So standardized pricing is one of the key things that you need to do if you want to make the transition from being a freelancer to being a business owner. There are a lot of web designers out there that started doing freelance on the side, maybe on an hourly basis, or getting projects on Elance or Upwork, and now they want to transition to being a business owner. And that might mean that they want employees and they want a team, but it might just mean that they want to scale and they realize that just doing hourly work on sites like that and for a few clients on an ongoing basis is not going to give them the income or the lifestyle that they want. And one of the things that you really need to do if you're in that situation is standardize your pricing. And the reason is that it's really it's very difficult, if not impossible, to scale your business and predictably grow your business without standardized pricing. Because if you're either charging on an hourly basis or you're just making up prices, based on what you think a client's willing to pay, one time you're building a website for $700, and next time you're building a website for $1,000, and you just have no idea what's going on, it's just sort of random, then you really don't know whether your marketing is profitable, first off. Right? If we're going to go and spend money on Google AdWords or Facebook advertising or some kind of marketing, we need to know that it's profitable. We need to know that we spend $1, we're going to get $2 back. And if we don't know how much a project's going to be worth or how we're going to price it, it's hard to have any idea whether that marketing's profitable or how much we could afford to spend on marketing, for it to be profitable. And the same thing goes with whether you have enough money to hire a developer or bring in a project manager or outsource a piece of the project to a contractor, because you don't know what the profit margin is. If you're coming up with prices ad hoc, then you really don't know what your profit margin is, and you don't know who you can afford to bring in and how you can afford to get it done. So you really need to standardize your pricing. For websites, we recommend that people put together 1 to maybe 3 website packages, and then you can have add-ons on top of that. So you might have a package that's a custom WordPress site with up to 25 pages, and adding on a shopping cart, for instance, with WooCommerce, or adding on an event calendar or something might be a set price for an add-on. And then that way you have standardized pricing. You know that each website is $5,000, or maybe you have a $2,500 package, a $5,000 package, and a $10,000 package. And you know that each of those packages has a 50% profit margin. Well, it's very easy to think, okay, I need two of those $10,000 packages this month to get to $20,000, or I need 4 of the $5,000 packages to get to $20,000. It really, you can predict the growth and you can figure out how much you need to spend on marketing to get those projects. And it's really the first step to having a business that you can scale and predictably grow is having that set pricing. And then the other piece is that standardization is a prerequisite to delegation. So if you want to bring in a project manager, if you want to bring in team members and developers and things, the only way you're going to be able to do that easily is if you have some standardization. If every project is different, every project is priced differently, everything is totally different, it's going to be very, very difficult to bring somebody in because you're going to have to be giving them so much direction on every specific project because everything's different. Whereas if you have these set packages and these set prices, then you can easily bring in a project manager. You can easily bring in a developer because they know what these packages are. They know what's included in these packages. If you're bringing in somebody to send out proposals for you, do sales for you, they know what the pricing is. Everything that involves automating and scaling your business, bringing in team members, bringing in project managers, standardization is a prerequisite to all of that. And a lot of times freelancers will come to me and they have problems with contractors that aren't doing the right thing, or they don't know how to get themselves out of different pieces of the business, or how are they going to have somebody else do the sales, and how are they going to have somebody else write the proposals, or how could they possibly bring in a developer? And in many cases, the problem is that nothing is standardized, and when nothing's standardized, there's no way you're going to be able to bring people in. It's just like McDonald's, where McDonald's has very standardized pricing. They have standardized menu, recipes, processes, everything's standardized, so they can very easily get a high school student to come in and handle everything and train them, and it's no problem. But that same high school student couldn't be expected to be a personal chef and make anything you can think of, because they wouldn't know what to do. You'd have to give them a new recipe each time or give them a lot of direction. Whereas you can bring them into a McDonald's or something like that, where there's very specific prices and processes and recipes and everything, and everything's standardized. So standardization is absolutely critical if you want to make that transition from a freelancer to a business owner, and you actually want to scale your business, and you want to build your business in such a way that you have freedom and you have the lifestyle that you want.